I'm still giggling to myself that I am. In regards to what Mark Carney said, yes, at the G20, or should I say the G19, since Donald Trump couldn't be bothered to attend. So well done, Mark Carney. And I have to admit, in regards to yesterday's video, which did alright actually, and the comments of admiration for Mark Carney and how proud the Canadian people are of their Prime Minister. And so you should be. Okay, he was getting a bit pissed off, wasn't he? Being asked the same bloody question again and again and again, you know how it goes. Yeah, well, who cares, he goes, muttered under his breath. Oh, who cares? In regards to a relationship with the Trump. The orange von shits and pants. And meanwhile, they all stand there, the MAGA that is, and they salute him. Yeah, they salute the fucking billionaires that hide behind the flag. Money. Patriotism. Fake patriotism. And as George Carlin said, and children. Yeah, you got to protect the children. Meanwhile, they're all doing their they're doing their play-dohs with their children. But anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. Even Ghislaine Maxwell, she's a little bit concerned. Yeah, she's concerned, but bugger her. She can be concerned as much as you like being unalived by the Trump. But when the Democratic lawmakers, such as Sofkin, are getting bomb threats. Yeah, the police turned up, that's nothing to worry about in the end. But you have to act on these things. See, Donald Trump incites violence. And he's doing it again and again. He's unhinged. He's absolutely unhinged. He ain't like Mark Carney. He ain't no Mark Carney. No. Mark Carney's a leader, okay? He's a leader. He's doing what's right for the Canadian people. Just like the Mexican president. To me, it just seems like they're kind of doing their job, as they're meant to, as leaders. But no, Donald Trump, all he wants to do is feather his own nest. His fucking son, oh, crikey, Eric Trump, there he is with his Bitcoin mining, building servers, probably with your money, certainly will be no planning put into place, no regulation regarding these servers and where the power is coming from. No, just so they can mine Bitcoin. You see, they only care about one thing. Feathering their own nests. You see, Donald Trump just wants to stay out of jail, didn't he? Alright? He's achieved that so far, okay? Meanwhile, the side effect of him staying out of jail and becoming the president again of the United States is that he makes more fucking money for him and his family and gets his golf paid for free. Yeah. He buggered off again. To Florida. But Floridians ain't happy, no. They're turning against MAGA. Just like they are in, Charlotte, for instance. Which is a open carry state, that it is. Well, for Trump, though. And his little merry brigade of ICE troopers. There they are. Waking up in the mornings and find their cars are being vandalised, their tyres being punctured. Maybe they watched one of my videos when I was showing you how to make a tyre puncher do-free. Like a stinger. So, yeah, they're getting retaliation in Charlotte. Well, they're good. Good. Also, the dealers that are supplying the vehicles for ICE are finding themselves, how to put it, they're finding their dealerships vandalised. You see, anyone who supports these feckin' murderous, because that's what they are, right? If you detain someone and then they end up in a detention centre somewhere and they get disappeared, or they end up dying on a concrete floor, well then, quite frankly, you deserve everything that you get. Everything. in their day, with the list that is growing, the doxing list of these so-called ICE troopers are, well, that's growing. And that list is going to get used, it is. When Trump has either popped his clogs, I keep looking in the obituaries every day, and oh, okay, he's still fucking alive, he is. Well, that's what I'd do. Just checking in to see if he's still breathing. No, feck. That he is. Everything is unfortunate that it is in the United States. And I feel sorry for the decent people. Yes, there are still decent people in the United States. But they're not all crazy MAGA people. No. Meanwhile, there's a CEO of Campbell's soup who said, I want to eat that shit. It's full of engineered meat, 3D printed meat, he goes. It's for poor people. Really? For poor people? Poor people do not buy a Campbell's soup. They can't afford this condensed Campbell's crappy soup. It's not the cheapest option out there. So this man is delusional. See, years go by, but the only time when we got Campbell's soup was when, well, they either got a pay rise or they won a little bit of money or something. Not any other time. And no, these people are deluded. That's typical billionaires. They're completely deluded. They don't care, do they? They don't care about ordinary folk, and we know that, you know. That's, it's me chanting to the converted. People who already realise the fact they're being screwed. Literally. Some people might be saying, oh, I don't give a fuck anymore. A fuck anymore. A fuck anymore. That's me demonetised. And, I think I'm my own worst enemy. That's what I am. Well, you see, everything is shit. It has to be said. I made a list. I think I've gone completely out of kilter here, yeah? So you got Ghislaine Maxwell worrying that she's going to be unalived. You know, that story's been, well, keep resurfacing. But she should be. You see, if she is released, if she does get that pardon, do you honestly think that she's going to be around for much longer? No, she's going to be disappeared. Yeah, the only thing that she could do is to disappear herself, end up somewhere else, you see, where they can't find her. She ain't safe. I don't care, to be honest, but, you know, this feckin' moron in the White House, half a White House, that is, yeah, why ain't anyone talking about that anymore? The fact he's knocked down half the bloody White House. Oh, is it because you can no longer, you know, take pictures of a video of it? Oh, is that why it's no longer of interest? The White House has been rebuilt, or the ballroom, the golden ballroom with its golden dome over it probably, to protect them. When his term comes to an end, so he can stay there, he'll have his golden dome protecting him. Feckin' hell. He's got to have somewhere to go where he, you know, he can give old Baba, old blowy, can't he? You know, in privacy. Right? Prying eyes and risk of being doxed. I still want to know who Baba is. I really do. Well, if anything, if we can put all the potential murder and unaliving and the hate, the incitement, the grift, the theft, the corruption, if we can put all that stuff to one side, he is quite funny, isn't he? It's just such an idiot. Oh, if you watch or don't watch, if you read through his Truth Social, he has gone absolutely insane. I mean, he would look like this. That he would. Well, he's on there, he is. And he's... God, but what did he say? Okay. He went on there, right, with an ominous mask on. Well, it wasn't him, it was obviously AI. And said, remember your oath. What the feck? He's just incited violence against some Democrats and veteran Democrats, you know, people who have served and ain't got heel spurs to fall back on. No. They actually served, like Mike Kelly and what have you, and Stockton and what, you know, they all out there doing their bit to protect Americans. And now they're at threat. They are now at risk, Fred. Yeah, they're at risk of being bombed, such as Stockton's got to bomb threats. Stockton, whatever her name is. Anyway, she's very good, I must admit. I quite like her. But, you know, it's all falling apart. It's not just Trump falling apart. And it's not... Actually, I've got to think about that. Did Trump wear that weird suit the other day with that, like, polar neck thing? Huh? Was he trying to be Mandani? Or was he trying to hide something? It looked like fucking Fester Adams! That he did. Crikey, that it was. Fester, you know, with his bald head. Well, he's absolutely insane. And it's quite scary, really. This man is too close to the nuclear button. Too close, indeed. No, all this shit is going on. The rest of the world is saying, F you, Trump, we've had enough of you, alright? We're just gonna wait when you can be bothered to do something decent. Meanwhile, we all get on with running our countries. Like Mike Carney again. I know I sound like Mark Carney sycophant. I do. But I respect the geezer. I do. I really do respect them. There are some things I don't like, and I do in particular respect the fact that he's now basically saying it as it is, you know, who cares? Because we don't really care anymore. I'm sure like Canadians don't. You know, their boycotting efforts have done immense damage to the US economy. And then there's, was it Pete, what's-his-face, Hoekstra. You know, he's got about... I'm not offended by, you know, such things, he goes, in reference to how Canadians are offended by what Pete Hoekstra says. I'm not offended by such things. Maybe that's why people find me, was it a callous course or whatever, you know. No, we find you a fucking arsehole. Not just the Canadians, we all do. We all think you're a fucking arsehole. A typical Trumper arsehole. Asshole. That you are. It has to be said. But, you know, these people are deluded, you see. They've all got too much bloody money. They don't understand what ordinary folk have to go through to put food on the table, roof over their heads. The struggle, the constant struggle, working 3 jobs. Just have a family. And especially in the United States. At least in Canada, the Canadian government actually, you know, whether it be conservative, liberal, whatever, they tend to look after the people. It's more normal, as governments should be. Now I do hope that things are going to turn a corner, that normality will return, but it ain't looking like it's going to be any time soon, although, will it? You see, Republicans are dropping like flies. Those rats are jumping off that ship. It's a sinking ship. And it could trigger a whole load of by-elections. You don't honestly think they're going to be, Republican? It could lead to Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, having to hand over the gavel to, gavel to Hakeem Jeffries. That's what could happen. And then that's over for MAGA. They will lose control. Because without control of both houses, they're nothing. Trump won't be able to get anything done. No. He's still got the Supreme Court mind. He'll still do his giant signatures and executive orders that are probably illegal. He'll still be doing that most likely, but you know, you see, Trump is nothing without his support by the Republicans, but they're saying they've had enough. crazy thing is, they've had enough because Trump has said that he wants to extend Obamacare. You know, the Affordable Care Act. He wants to extend it. He knows that's what his base wants. But not the Republicans. So Republicans want to leave the sinking ship because they want to hurt the American people more than they already have. You can't make this shit up. The irony in it all is astounding, it really is. It makes me very confused. Are you confused? Leave it in the comments down below. But you see, it's just a level of madness that no one can really comprehend. It really is. Now people say, I'm mad, I'm a bit crazy, I'll do crazy shit because I think it's funny. I like doing crazy shit because it puts a smile on my face. And I think that's what we need more of. We need more smiles. There comes my missus. Oh, crikey. I don't know if she's smiling or not. I can't tell these days. No, she's got a tongue out. She's sticking her tongue out at me. She's sticking her tongue out. Yeah. She won't do it now because the camera's pointing at her. You stuck your tongue out, you did. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Crikey. Have you heard, Caroline? Have you heard that the Republicans, Trump's little sycophants, they're turning against the Orange von Schitzenpanzen, the MAGA Mussolini?
They're jumping a sinking ship.
They are, the rats. They're leaving. They are leaving. See, maybe they've got corners. Normally what happens, they bite when they get cornered, don't they? But, you know, they're just, sod this, I'm off. You know, they've had enough. So that's what they're doing. Meanwhile, like I said, the rest of the world is carrying on. You had the COP20 and you had professors there. Professors there who were literally, well, calling Trump an idiot, effectively, you know, that he's a petulant little child. I can't remember his name, but, you know, maybe leave it in the comments down below. I do read the comments, just so you know. Now, he, well, he made Trump, if Trump was there, he might have carried it a bit. He made him look that small. Yeah, as small as his shroom. Yeah, and his tiny hands. Oh, blimey, yeah, but, you know, as it is. And other world leaders, it seemed like to be constant mockery of Trump. Sort of slide comments just added into their spiels. In regards to all the people present, you know, you're very welcome to be here, you know, and effectively anyone who else isn't, who happened to be orange. Okay, they didn't say that, you know, but you might as well have done, yeah. So they're moving on. It's just like the COP. That was held in Mexico. Trump didn't turn up. There's no representative from the United States. No, all the G20 or G19, no. Didn't turn up. I'll tell you who did turn up. Oh, Gavin Newsom did, yeah. Pretty much saying that Donald Trump's a fucking idiot. Yeah. You know, the United States is supposed to be leaders in the world, but what are they fucking leading? Nothing. Not a diddly squat. Fraud, corruption, they're doing well at that, aren't they? Yeah. And knocking down White Houses, they're good at that and all. You know, they can do it overnight, pretty much. Fucking hell. What a mess. Like I say, at least we're all moving on. It's quite sad, though. For those who are true patriots in the United States, people who do believe in their country, and the veterans who have been asked to illegally blow shit up. How do they feel? True veterans. Not true veterans, true patriots. They must feel really betrayed by Trump. Whether you are MAGA, whether you're not, you don't know. Because MAGA turn against Trump, they burn their hats, that they are. But let's be honest, they're still stupid people. Anyone who voted for the Orange von Schitzenpanzen in the outset, and who voted for him are clearly stupid. Are MAGA stupid? Leave it in the comments down below. Because I believe so, you have to be. To vote for a man that destroyed your economy the last time he was in, and they just seem to think that he did wonders for the economy. But you've only got to look at the graphs. You know, the figures, statistics. They don't lie. No, they tell it as it is. And they blame Biden for stuff that Trump has done. Isn't that a level of madness? I would say so. It's crazy. Have I missed anything on my list? I keep forgetting to look at my list. Oh, blimey, what have I... Okay, Trump in his anonymous mask. Trump... oh, yeah, by the way, who's Baba? We need... Oh, no, I did do that, didn't I? 3D printed meat in the Campbell's soup. Oh, yeah, and also the CEO reckons that all Indians are stupid people. Well, let's be honest, white Americans are fucking stupid. The ones with the little red hats on. Yeah, they're fucking stupid. Fucking hell. The people that, you know, that are coming into the United States with H-1B visas, apparently they're stupid people, yet you need them. It's crazy, that, isn't it? I don't know how that works, really. No. So Trump is likely to knock off Ghislaine Maxwell. She's still a risk. Yeah, George Carlin said the billionaires, they hide between the flag, the Bible and children. Yeah, I did that, didn't I? I think I missed the Bible bit out, though. Car dealers and ice vehicles are being vandalised. Yeah, their tyres are being jabbed. I've been literally shredded. I do find that funny, that I do. But you see, in Charlotte, they're actually pulling up buses with children, school buses. They're pulling them over. What the fuck? What? I don't think they're that dangerous. How dangerous can children be? I have to admit, they do scare me a little bit, but crikey. It's disgusting people, aren't they? Let's be honest. So I think I got it all, yeah. You know, okay. So, oh yeah, I forgot one. This is very important. The MAGA people, all right, those who are still Trumpers, all right, who haven't turned yet, you know, they're trying to make excuses for Trump. Yeah, they're trying to make excuses for the Epstein files and the fact that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. It's going to be redacted, obviously, but, you know, he's in the Epstein files, is Trump. And they're making excuses for him. One geezer said on a video, I can't remember who it was now, I was on an interview, I can't remember. Anyway, he said that if I was on a deserted island, he's trying to make excuses, yeah, a deserted island, it was just me and a 12-year-old, I would shag her. Or words to that effect. You know, it's just, I suppose you could say it's a greater good, it's for the human race. So, no, but no, because there's other places that, you know, that's still popular. We're just saying a deserted island, you know. But, you know, these people just making excuses for Trump's behaviour. It's like trying to normalise it. There's nothing normal about that. People are fucking, no, I'm just saying these evil fucking bastards, let's be honest, who do that kind of stuff. They really are. And they need to be, well, they need the 2 brick treatment that they do. Unification or something. I don't know if there's a word for that. Or is it transition to a eunuch? Oh, I don't know if there's an injection for that. I don't know. I suppose that would be like I don't know, what sterilisation by injection or something. Whatever it might be. Something. Need to do something to him. Personally, I'd just use a cleaver and chop the feckers off. That I would. And I wouldn't sharpen the feckers. I'd just use the back of the cleaver. Take up a few bashes at it. You know, one at a time. Make sure it lasts the pain. That's what they need. That they do. Or what we used to have when we had sheep. We did. And I had to get rid of their balls. And we had a little tour we did with these very strong rubber bands. And we'd expand the band, make sure both little balls are in there, you know. And then release the band. And then the balls would fall off a few days later, because of lack of blood flow, I suppose. And then my dog Wally would find them in the field. And he'd come into the fucking house and be chewing on them. Yeah. Lovely. I do love my dogs. Anyway, it's time for me to go. I'm going to say toodaloo, you know, because I'm going to get back in the house. It's very cold today. It's very icy. And, yeah, coffee. Sounds like a plan to me, my darling. She's doing the coffee, the national coffee symbol. You know, that sort of, yeah, not like that, but yeah, it's a key symbol. But you know what I mean, yeah. Anyway, it's time for me to go, but please people that like button, maybe subscribe to the channel, little bell icon, because then you get all the fuzzy thing in your pocket every time I upload another video, telling you a load of shit about all the shit that's going on. Because there's a load of fucking shit, that it is. Oh my giddy aunt, what a fucking mess. Well, what happened to watch? It's all imploding on itself as well, which makes it interesting that it does. But on a positive note, we're doing a rewire. We're planting loads of trees. In fact, we have a hedgehog. Yes, we had a hedgehog. I was at work yesterday at a person's house, fitting some shutters for a lady. And she says, I've found a hedgehog in my garage. Don't know what to do with it. And says, do you want it? She says, well, I suppose so, you know, because we've got hedgehog houses. And I found one now that hasn't got hedgehog in yet. So yeah, we built loads of them, you see, it's on this ground up there, but also in the back here as well. I've got hedgehog houses, waiting for the hedgehogs. Anyway, I'm going to put this hedgehog in there, you know. I must make sure it doesn't see any light or anything like that. I can hear it breathing very heavily. There's this hedgehog. So I saved the hedgehog yesterday, that was fun. Anyway, it's part of our rewilding. It's about the little animals and mammals you see, and the birds and stuff, you know. Birds and the bees and the mistletoe trees. So is that it? The honeysuckle trees. There's no such thing as a mistletoe tree, is a parasite, isn't it, effectively? Yeah. Anyway, please hit the like button, comment down below. I do read the comments, but you probably already know. And if you want to support the channel, do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee, and the link's also down there. It's very appreciated, that it is. So. What can I say? Toodaloo!